Hi guys, welcome to this week's edition of the Friday Focus as we really put a spotlight on businesses who have been pivoting their business and getting things right during this difficult time and this shelter-in-place order that we are in. Last week, as you know, we talked to KR Health Connections as Karen really worked to move her business from a very hyper local offering to something on a national scale and being able to do that remotely. And this week I have Jeff with me with J&T Trailers, and we're going to talk to him about the unique position that he was in of starting a business during a pandemic, opening doors to a brand new business during a pandemic and what that was like for him. So Jeff, just getting started here, if you can you just provide us with an introduction in terms of who J&T Trailers is and what it is that you do offer?
Okay. Yeah, I'm like Megan said, I'm Jeff Englert. I'm the owner of J&T Trailers. We're a new startup business, all started from scratch, ground level on up. Yeah, so what we offer is sales, parts, and service. Actually, right now we're focusing on our new trailer sales, and that's anywhere from a smaller utility trailer we can haul maybe a lawnmower or a four-wheeler or side-by-side on, up to a large machinery trailer, anything you can pull behind a truck, a light truck, 1 ton or smaller probably, or there's even some a little bit bigger trucks. But anyways, anywhere from larger machinery trailers to enclosed cargo trailers, car hauling trailers, dump trailers have been a real popular item, really surprising me. So yes, that's what we're offering, and eventually we're actually starting to phase into our parts and service side, which is going to be, I think, a good good addition to what we're already offering. We'll have, and I'll probably be bringing on another part-time fellow to help fill in on the service side of it, because it's going to be hard for me to sell trailers and still work on the trailers at the same time too. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So in terms of where we are today, really you're an essential business because you serve those essential businesses. So very similar to a home improvement store, something like that, hardware store. That's where your services still become essential because those are the trailers that those construction companies that are still working need, those type of trailers, as well as agriculturally as well. So that absolutely makes sense. So and looking back over the last 6 weeks, what was your kind of opening door, ribbon cutting, go live date?
Well, it was originally going to be April the 18th, which would have been an awesome day this last Saturday, beautiful weather, and it just didn't work out. I guess God had other things in his mind, but our soft opening was the March the 16th, and we're going to have actually a grand opening with several pieces in place by the April 18th, but it didn't work that way, but it is what it is.
So you were really looking at opening the doors March 16th, when that was pretty well the first week that a lot of these states saw a shelter-in-place order, that they needed to make a shift. We were seeing restaurants close that weekend right before that, seeing other non-essential businesses starting to close that week. So what was kind of going through your mind when here, right as you were trying to just put your foot in the door and start, and all of that was happening? What were some of your thoughts as to how to move forward?
Yeah, well, I already had a lot of anxiety in my head when we were just opening the doors up. Just can I pay rent? Am I going to sell enough trailers? Because that was just kind of up in the air. I didn't know what my volume was going to be, and I still don't know, because I think we got a lot of potential yet. We are probably on a slower side as far as, but I think it's kind of good. I really didn't worry about it because we were probably in business a week or and a half, probably or better, before actually Missouri put their shelter in place. But at first I wasn't too worried about it. I'm still kind of concerned, but we're still moving some product, and it's because of the construction and the agricultural market. And actually there are some people getting out of their houses and coming to buy stuff too as well. So we had to change gears, shift gears, and we thought, well, these folks are going to be at home, working from home on their computers, social media a lot. So we shifted our gears, created a YouTube channel from J&T Trailers, and we've done several videos as far as the features of each trailer, and got several more to go, and getting ready to shoot probably a couple of them today. But and that's kind of what we thought we needed to do. I think I see more the interested people looking at the videos versus I've done some other posts where it's a success story. I sold a trailer to my former employer, and I've gotten gosh, it's been exposed to over 1,700 people reached on that post last week, and I don't get near as many posts on the people checked out on the videos. But I think it's more concentrated on the people who actually are looking, which still gets good exposure too as well. So
yeah. So I have to ask you, because when I think, where might some others where their heads might have been during that time is, oh, should we just wait? Should we just wait, not open the doors, wait till this all, passes and we can really have a strong opening? Should we just sit on it? And I applaud you for moving forward, for using that time, seeing it as a blessing to be able to kind of work out some of the kinks in your processes and finalize some things in-house for the business as a whole. I think that's great. And then the other thing that I think is really cool is hearing some of the new ways that you have been educating your audience, getting your name out there, and doing that virtually. And I would venture to guess that most business owners who are in the type of business that you're in, with the type of ideal client that you have, would have never said, I am sure in my first 4 weeks, I am absolutely gonna have a really strong social media presence. I'm gonna be starting a YouTube channel and tackling that type of business in that way. It's just not what you would have normally thought of as a business owner within your industry as to how you have to sell your product. But I think it is so cool, and really shows your company's ability to pivot in doing that. And figuring out, how do I leverage these tools online to grow an audience, educate an audience, and generate interest when I can't have them, necessarily here at the shop on a regular basis. So I think that is really, really great. I've enjoyed educating myself and watching them, because I'm for certain not a trailer expert. So I think it is a really, really cool thing that you're doing. Anything else that you would like to share with those that may be watching today, in terms of, maybe what are your adjusted hours, or some of the processes that you have in place to keep your customers safe when they do come in shop? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, we I guess probably early last week, or maybe the week before, we kind of instilled a curbside only. I conferred with a couple of local dealerships, local Ford dealership, and reached out to them, and they're doing only curbside service only. So we're trying to limit the people we get in our office. We still probably get a couple in here. It's not like we get 100 people in here in a day. We'll probably get 5 to 6 visitors a day probably, but people are showing up or interested. So yeah, that's kind of what. So we're trying to keep our distance. It's hard not to shake a person's hand, because I've done that so many years, and just put your hands in your pocket. But as far as the hours, we're keeping them pretty much the same.
Okay.
That way we catch folks when they are working, they still can come by and see and visit. But I think reaching out to them and getting home at home. I'm still making my phone calls and trying to reach out to them the old-fashioned way as well too, which there's a lot of these farmers that are still going along just as it was before, because they still got to feed the cows and still got to get out and about. So they're a little harder to catch, and they're the ones you got to call early in the morning or at noon or in the evening. And but no, it's I've conferred with some other business owners that had started out from scratch too, and they say, well, if you can get through this rough spot we're having now, you just don't look back. Just keep going forward, and if you can weather the storm, then you'll be golden after this. And
for sure.
I do truly believe that, and we're going to get, once this is all over, it's really going to be great. And like I said before, I think it is, not really say, I don't really want to say it's a blessing, but it is good. It's been a little slower because we can instill some of our processes. We're still working out some kinks and getting some other vendors on board with some other type of trailers and truck flatbeds. I just got signed up with a manufacturer on that. So I wouldn't have had that all in place if we had been just go right out the gate.
Sure.
So
Sure. Awesome.
So yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much for spending this time with me today, Jeff.
Yes.
Absolutely. Just congratulate you on such a successful start during this difficult time. And I look forward to coming out for the big grand opening when you get to reschedule it and have the whole community, really around you for an official ribbon cutting. But thank you again. And if you are pivoting your business and would like to be featured in our Friday feature of those pivoting during this time, definitely reach out on our website, and we'd love to schedule some time to talk with you. Have a great day, guys. Thanks so much.